Good morning, Lobster crew. Woo. Spin a queue round the block this morning. The boy Empress causing a roadblock. Oh! Loosen up your laces because we got some she throwers today. Woo!
Time to mash some faces, I'd say.
Mr. Merck's back. He's been absent. Oh, very dear. I hope you've got a note from your mum. Or a doctor's note. Has had the sickness. He couldn't come to class because of the sickness. Oh. Well, howdy doody bouncing clown. It is the 12th of December. Whew. 2018, the Chinese year of the chin swinger. Allow the wonky camera angle, it'll become clear in a matter of moments.
Time to mash some faces, I'd say.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 3 minutes past 10 and you're locked into Threshold.fm. You're locked in on the YouTubes, locked in on just standing outside the door, just listening in with a mug like that. That's some sort of creepy weirdo. I don't mind though. As ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra lobsters. That's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Sluggy. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail. The lobster patriarchy
has many of the top memes, many of the top memes, many of the top memes.
The lobster patriarchy
has many of the top memes.
And that is so true that it's almost unbelievable.
Ladies, gentlemen, all species of the flat earth, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm on this fine autumn morning. The leaves are falling from the trees, it's wet underfoot, but luckily the sun is shining in my heart because the man, the myth, the legend, the spicy boy, Emperor, is here. Let's get him on the horn. Come on, right, where is he? Come over here, you. You scoundrel, you villain, you rogue.
Hello?
Oh! How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I can see you.
Let's see, this whole camera routine is not working out for me. I knew that would happen. Turn that off.
Oh.
Oh, I know. Oh, there we go. We're back in business. But you're still there. Don't worry. It's okay.
It's me.
Yeah. Are you, love?
Yeah, right. How's it going?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Got your coffee? Yeah. Is that a fine blend?
I'm not sure what it is. It's from my local.
Brown.
I was going to make it myself. Yeah, it's brown roast.
Brown
Got
liquid.
Bit of milk in there.
Oh, wow.
So it's not so brown.
Yeah.
More beige, I guess.
Oh, dear. Oh, your light's gone off.
Is it? Oh, no.
Maybe it's the brightness of your screen.
I think so.
Yeah, go to a particularly white website. Yeah. I don't know. The Guardian, I think. So how are you? You're in Exeter now, am I right?
Yes, I'm in Exeter. Yeah, I just moved.
Well, how about that? Why? Why move to Exeter? Why would anyone want to do such a thing?
Just things and stuff.
The weather.
Bristol's cool. It's not like it used to be.
Right. Okay.
Well, it is. It's still good. I don't know. I think I was just getting a bit bored of it. I move around quite a lot though, so.
Right.
I was up in Manchester for a couple of years and then down to Bristol.
Okay.
And then Exeter now, so yeah.
Nice.
And me now girlfriend lives in Exeter as well, so.
Oh, now it's all coming clear now, isn't it? Come on, it all makes sense. Yeah. I lived in Bristol in 2006, which, I don't know, some could argue that was the sort of the heyday of Bristol. Dubstep was being invented, and the clubs were full of men just standing and nodding.
Yes.
And you would feel the soft touch of a man's dreadlocks on your face as they breezed past you on their way to buy ketamine.
I mean, you still get that now, but it's just that, really.
Just exclusively that. Yeah.
Just exclusively dreadlocks slapping you.
The thing that made me sort of decide to move back to Brighton was I was on a bus from Temple Meads, and in front of me there was a young lady with dreadlocks, and she had pierced some of the dreadlocks with some I guess eyebrow piercing rings, but had pierced the dreadlocks all the way down, and I was almost sick in my mouth. So I decided to leave the city. At nightfall, I ran for my life.
Oh dear.
Where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Burnley.
Oh, powerful Burnley. Yeah, are you a Burnley supporter?
Well, no, because my local team is Burnley. So.
Right, yes, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I know nothing about football, but I know that Burnley are you're in for an emotional ride. If you're a Burnley supporter.
I think I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that, but yeah, no, I think they were good for a little bit.
I don't know.
I think, from what I remember, they were good.
Sure, let's go with yeah. Let's go with yeah. Mate, well, you could start a Make Burnley Great Again campaign. You never know. Hey, come on. Everyone's got to make a pound note, sell a few hats, be fine.
Oh, dearie me.
So I've been playing your Box Cutter EP on the show for the last few weeks.
It's way too early for that kind of music.
Well, people need to get up in the morning, you know.
Yeah.
Some people they're hungover or maybe they're rolling through. That's always a possibility, and they just need that extra little something get them through the morning.
It's a bit of a pick me up.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, thank you. What do you think of it?
I'm a fan. Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing it just to be cool. You know, I actually like it as well. There's some certified shoe throwers on there. The Warpath in particular. Yeah.
Heavy times.
Yeah.
Jumping on that bit of a bandwagon there, I think. But no, it's good. It's good fun.
Making heavy music?
No. It's a bit more like jump uppy than I'd usually do, but
yeah. I don't know. Jump up. I don't know. It's got too many notes in it to be jump up.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it does.
Hey, if that's jump up, I'm jump up's new biggest fan. I do like jump up, to be fair. I give jump up a very hard time on the internet. It's very memeable.
Yeah. Yes, nothing against Jump Up. I do love it.
Yeah,
it's very fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. I like all parts of drum and bass. You know, I'm drum and bass inclusive. Yeah, it's all fun.
No discrimination here.
No, but that minimal techno, don't get me started.
We won't go there, don't we?
I see you got a red clacky keyboard in the background.
Do I?
Yeah.
This one's not so clacky.
Is it not?
No, it's really soft and gentle.
Do you think the word clacky is in the dictionary now?
Clacky?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's only used to describe gamer keyboards, isn't it?
Well, we have the internet at our behest, so shall we?
Hey, come on. That's
clacky!
It. Yeah?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, I think it is Urban Dictionary, but I don't think that counts.
Try spelling it with a K. Maybe that'll work.
No, I don't know what I'm going to find now.
Try searching blue waffle. See what happens then.
Yeah, I'm wise to your game. So
are you a meme man? Are you a fan of the memes? Do you like memes? Tell me about the memes.
I do like a good meme. I've been memeing since 99, I'd say.
Wow, memeing since 99. Were memes even a thing in 99? I mean, I don't even know. I don't even think I had the internet. Well, that said, Dawkins coined the term meme. I mean, it had been around for a while, but sort of popularised the term meme in the 70s. And then it had a bit of, I guess, a gestation period before the likes of Advice Dog and Success Kid and Socially Awkward Penguin came along.
And that was before there were even called memes as well. I think that was like a good time, really.
Do you think that was the sort of the heyday before all memes started with the word when?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would definitely say so.
That was the age of the Lad Bible memes, really. Damn
yeah,
it.
so there's a bit of a turning point, wasn't there? It all just exploded and went popular, and I didn't know who it was anymore. Where I was.
It's truly terrifying stuff. It's harrowing. Yeah, you know, when the decent, honest folk of the internet suddenly get taken over by the mainstream media. Oh.
It was a bit of a Wild West, you know. You'd see lots of things, and it was just a bit chaotic, but it was quite pure, I guess.
I remember when memes were so pure.
I remember they were so pure and great, and original content everywhere.
Original, relatable content. When did you start making music?
I think I was like 13.
Really?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 25 now, so
okay.
that's maths 12 years ago. That's it.
Quick
Is that
math.
right? Quick maths.
2006.
I think so, yeah. I think that was around the time.
The age of the skull step. Yeah,
Loved it, man. That was so good back then.
Yeah.
Back then, I sound like such an old timer, but I do love it now. It's great now.
Yeah. I mean, I actually kind of want to start a Make Skull Step Great Again campaign. Like, let's get those pots and pans back in. Come on. Even current values tend to jump up.
Oh.
It's terrifying.
Actually, here's a meme. One sec.
Yeah.
Abe, you know the Abe Simpson one?
Oh, yeah. I used to attach an onion to my belt when it was the start of the Times.
Old man yells at chair. Yes, all these kind of ones. But it's the one where he just says, I was with it until I didn't know what it was anymore. And it was quite sad. I'm a bit depressing. God, this is why I don't get up in the morning.
Well, this is the problem with getting people on at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's just like, you get to see the real them, quite honestly.
Especially producers.
Yeah. I know. We didn't get into this game to get up in the morning.
That's the point. That's what I was going to ask you. It's like, you work for yourself. Why have you done it? Why have you done it this early?
I've made a terrible mistake, Connor, is what's happened here. Like, I thought I'll start a radio station. You have to have your flagship breakfast show. I'll do the breakfast show. And, I should have started it at 11. But no, I've started it. I've got into this mess by myself. I've made my bed and I'm going to lie in it.
Yeah.
You know, with all the biscuit crumbs and Johnny wrappers littered about the place. It's fine. Just toy lobsters and it'll all be okay.
I'm new to the lobster thing, though.
Yeah. What's
the lobsters about?
I've got a sample.
Lobsters.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I could hear that.
Yeah, it's just a sample of Jordan Peterson saying lobsters.
Lobsters.
And it's become a meme in and of itself, really, on the show. And people who listen to it are calling themselves the Lobster Crew.
Oh. I like it.
Yeah.
I want one. I want one of them soundboard things you've got. That's great.
Yeah, it's useful. Look, the internet's being a real pain in the ass. I can say, oh no, it's back now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't let it get you down.
Okay.
It's all going to be okay. I mean, in the studio that I'm in, they like to do fun things like test the power in the middle of the day and just turn all the power off and then turn it back on again, turn it off again, turn it back on. Just have a bit of a laugh with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't turn it off 4 times a day and then back on again, how do you know it works?
Well, exactly. Yeah, you can't just go and stare at a light bulb. So I asked people in the group if they wanted to ask you anything specifically, and the main thing that came up was design and bass.
Oh yeah, I remember that channel.
Oh, you remember that channel, yeah?
Yeah, I remember that channel.
Oh yeah, it was a good channel, wasn't it?
That's a really good channel, really accurate, I'd say.
Yeah, it was a very accurate channel, very controversial channel occasionally. I remember Tim being upset, but not realising it was a joke.
But the more I've read that, the more I don't really know if it was him being a joke. Or him joking, sorry.
It's a double bluff.
I don't know. I don't know if he just was going ahead of that, knowing what it'd look like, and then still putting it just to troll everyone, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you can never... what's the right term? I mean, yeah, the Germans are smarter than you get smart.
Germans are smart.
The Germans are smart. Will do it. Yeah, like he's like, I know I can out-joke the Joker.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the fact that he corrected the spelling. I thought that was nice. I was watching some of them this morning. The comics one particularly tickling me, where at the end they break up and like the other picture slides off the screen.
I do really enjoy that one.
Yeah. What's your favourite one on the Design and Bass channel?
There's a few. I think I'd say the Info Inside one.
I don't think I remember that one. I'm going to have to look at that later.
That's Paul Inside Info.
Yeah.
The Caramel Wasp one.
I had him on the show a few weeks ago. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's a lovely lad.
Yeah,
I do love Paul. He's a good boy. Good boy.
Good stock from good. He's from a good family, and he's an honest man, a recent father. He's just trying to do right by his new child.
Yeah, he's a cracking producer as well.
Oh yeah, dearie me. I remember the first thing I heard of his was that Skyhook track.
Skyhook, yeah, with the catharsis thing on the flip.
Oh, Breed 12 inches.
Breed 12, yeah.
Mama. Yeah. That was lovely.
Yeah, it's good there.
What sort of stuff are you playing when you play out these days? Are you playing predominantly your own stuff, or?
Yeah. Lots of my own stuff. Lots I'm not playing like too heavy, really. I think I'm kind of just playing more of what I like rather than just more of what crowds kind of want. I think I'm enjoying playing more in the UK recently. Not to say that I don't enjoy playing in Europe, but they definitely favour a harder sound usually. So
in the UK, you think?
No, Europe. Sorry,
Europe favour harder sound. Yeah.
Whereas you can get places where you'll play something like an Alex Perez tune, and then you'll get stuff thrown at you, and not in a good way. No shoes. It's more, like wrenches and bits of
people
metal.
Shouldn't be taking wrenches to clubs. I think it's those metal detectors, and they're not worth the money they've paid for them.
Yeah,
people throwing tools. Yeah,
it's not exactly the fabric door process in these countries. It's it's a bit more lax, I guess. But it's I'm just playing a lot more varied stuff. Lots more, a bit of jump up here and there.
Yeah,
bit of minimal stuff. Yeah,
like what? Like who? Come on, name and shame.
Bit of leveler.
Oh yeah. I like me a bit of leveler. Don't get me wrong. He's a good boy. I need to get him on the show. Yeah, he's a good lad, Brighton lad.
I didn't know he was in Brighton.
Yeah, or the surrounding villages or something.
It's Brighton the spot then, do you think?
It's a spot, yeah. I mean, I think like...
It is a town, yes.
Yes, it is a town. I don't know if you've been to towns. Do you know towns? It was a great, particularly in the early noughties, it was a real hub for drum and bass. And obviously you got, Friction and Ed Solo and Darrison, JFB, lots of declines there now. But, lots of good boys. KT, Stacker and Skynet, I think, at least in the surrounding areas. And it was, really good. And then I think it kind of stuff always goes in waves with what the students are kind of after, really. And I think after the whole dubstep thing, and then into the sort of deep house thing that students were onto, I think maybe they're sort of starting to come back to drum and bass now a little bit. I mean, there's always been a sort of steady scene in Brighton. Like, you must have played at the Volks before.
Yeah, of course, a few times.
That is just been a stalwart of the local scene for, well, as long as I've been going out, since the late 90s, I guess. It's the same door staff there that have been there since, like, 98. It's ridiculous. I don't know how they keep doing it.
Wow.
Yeah. They're on some sort of special prize. I mean, I think they're like those old British Airways hostesses that have just got these amazing contracts from, like, the 1970s that they just can't be fired, basically. Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. Where's your favourite place to play in the UK? Do you have one?
Actually, now you say it, the Volks is a pretty fun one.
Oh man, when it goes off in there, it's it's hard to beat.
Yeah. I feel like that's what drum and bass is about, just like little small sweaty room with a sound system that takes up half of the room. Yeah,
exactly.
And then just a really vibing crowd. It's just those kind of ones, really.
Yeah. There's a club like that in Exeter. Is it called like the Vault or something?
Is it Cellar Door?
Yeah, possibly. It's a sort of tubular club.
Yeah.
I've done some great shows in there. That's got a sound system that's much too big for it. I certainly had when I was there. I was playing the dub steps at the time.
Oh, yes. Are you still playing out much?
I don't play out as much as I used to. I had some time off. I decided to take time off from DJing about 2 years ago to basically try and retain my health in some sort of reasonable fashion and to focus on some other things. And I'm thinking next year to go. But I mean, I still do a few shows, a few festivals, that sort of thing. But I'm thinking next year might be time to go out in a bit more of a sustained fashion again.
Yeah, definitely. You were actually one of my first shows that I went to see.
Really?
Yeah. It was my 18th birthday at Fabric.
Really? Bloody hell!
And you were playing with Octane and DLR for some reason in the same room. It was room 2 at Fabric.
Right.
Yeah. And I was with my older brother, who's totally not into drum and bass or dubstep or anything like that. But you rewound a tune, and my brother thought you were just a really shit DJ, and proceeded to boo you across room 2 really fucking... It's like, boo! What's this? What's the DJ, bro? I'm like, no, it's good. It's a good thing.
He's supposed to do that.
He wants to play it again. It's that good.
I mean, I could have been doing. I could have rewound it because I'd fucked something up. That's more than possible.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But no, it was because it was a good tune. It was a Dr. P tune. I remember it fondly. It was like my first real, like, feeling it in my chest. I shouldn't have done that on camera, but feeling the bass, and it clicked for me, and that's the moment I knew I wanted to play at Fabric more.
Have you played there? You must have played there.
A few times. Yeah. So I think I actually played there not long after, because that's when I first started releasing with Critical, and then I played a Critical night.
Yeah.
And
Critical are smashing it at the moment. Like, I mean, they have done for consistently for a long time, but I do feel like their output at the moment is just every release is just gigantic.
Definitely. No, they're taking over.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that possibly maybe my taste in drum and bass has slightly more come into line with their sort of sound. As I get older, I start to, these hard neuro bangers, they just can be a little bit much for me. But well, certainly at 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe it's more of a breakfast sound. I think that's how Kazra describes Critical. It's a sort of breakfast drum and bass. Is that what they say? Yeah. Yeah, really got that sort of cornflake vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, smashed avocados on this one.
Yeah. Hold tight, the millennials. Come on. Smashed avo and poached eggs. We're out here. It's getting it done.
Yeah. But I think, I think so too. I think they've always been quite varied though, which is quite nice. It's represented quite a lot. But I think that's the thing. I think maybe 10 years ago you could really pigeonhole the sound of Critical, but now it's just all sorts really, which I think is why it's so strong now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You can put on a whole night and it's of just critical artists, and it's not going to be boring really. It's just going to be like a nice spread. Nice drum and bass spread.
A nice drum and bass smorgasbord. Yeah. So are you working on new stuff, or are you having a sabbatical in between EPs?
No, you can't stop now, can you? Really?
No.
It's so fast.
Yeah.
It's just like my EP just came out last week, and I already feel like I need to get something else finished already. You know. So. Well,
stuff seems to have a shelf life of about 2 weeks these days. So,
it's about time.
Yeah, you need to be releasing an album every month, or you're finished, pal.
Yeah, you're not relevant anymore.
You know, forget it.
Go back to last week, you oldie. It's I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot of like Monument stuff as well, which is my hip hop, music-y thing.
Right.
My real music side alias project.
How dare you? That means you think the drum and bass is not real music. You Philistine, you thug, you villain.
Yes. No, it's just a bit more pianos and that.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of that recently, which is quite nice.
Is that just you, or is that you with someone else?
No, it's just me.
Oh, right.
Just me. I'm me lonesome.
Are there any other genres of music that you would like to tackle, particularly as another name, and if you could do like a secret alias, so no one would judge the new music against your drum and bass? Like, are there any genres you want to?
Oh, I'd really like to do an acoustic singer-songwriter thing. You know, like those kind of singers where you can't really tell what they're singing because the voice is so weird. Yeah. But then they talk just like in a normal voice. They're just like, oh, hello, yeah, this is my new song. It's about a girl and whatever. And they sing and you just have no idea what they're talking about. I want to do something like that. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, sort of latter days Bob Dylan. I mean, something really... Sounds like someone's just like rubbing like on the wheel of a tape as it's prime time.
It's like one of those things you get at the seaside, you know, you flip them.
Yeah.
And then it's like...
the tube things. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. Yeah.
So,
nice.
What about you? What would you go for?
I don't know. I've always had because if you listen to like the really stupid big bashy EDM stuff, like there's only about 4 bloody elements in it. You think, all right, okay, you just got one enormous kick drum, and I don't know, some whooshes, and then one little like plucky thing. Like basically, it's just like, how loud can I get each of those individual sounds? Yeah. Like, I'm just thinking, can I try? I mean, it's just something that must take you about half an hour to make the song, and then about 3 weeks to mix it down to try and like
make it loud
some
enough.
Sort of dark voodoo to get it all just absolutely ridiculous. Or there was some video of Martin Garrix doing like a How I Made Animals. And the first thing is like, so I took this snare from this Sander Van Dorn record, and it's just like, you just summed up someone else's tune just straight up, like, yeah, I just took his kick, that's fine, just stuck that in there, and that's like 50% of the tune.
Oh, yeah. Well, why is he going to waste 3 weeks trying to mix it down? It's already there for him.
Yeah.
Just take it.
Damn, chess, not checkers. Come on. This guy's living in 3018.
Yeah.
That's why he's the best DJ in the world. Come on, he's found the secret sauce.
Well, there must be some secret to it because, you know, they're all on it nowadays, aren't they? That top DJs and all that.
Yeah, no. Do you think you'll ever make it into the DJ Mag Top 100?
Well, maybe under my super secret side project with a loud kick and a man that says a thing before the drop.
Just call it
the dance on the club, and then it does the thing.
Do the dance on the club.
No, that's it.
That's the next design and bass anthem, I think, by Mertin Gorox.
Yeah, you'll have to You'll have to ask him for one.
I will do. I'll speak to him afterwards and see what it's all about. Those guys, those wily kids. You know, what will they do next? I think they live down on the estate, on the council estate. They're always when they're not, you know, taking the piss out of big DJs. They're stealing cooling pies that are cooling on windowsills that like someone's mum's just baked. They've stolen that. They're doing graffiti, sniffing glue. You know, all of those sort of classic naughty boy activities.
The usual.
What was the first stuff that got you into drum and bass then? Like, were you into dubstep first, or?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, I think I was first in sort of trance stuff.
Yeah?
Like progressive house stuff.
Oh, well, progressive house in the sort of original definition of progressive house.
Yeah, the sort of really nice, beautiful
stuff that actually progressive.
Trancey house, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's sort of that, and then I got into that weird video gamey drum and bass because I started making music and putting it on newgrounds.com.
Oh yeah,
newgrounds.com, which is like the audio portal, which you just make the music for like the Flash cartoons and games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the drum and bass on there was specifically more Sonic the Hedgehog sounding rather than noisier sounding, really. So I was super into that, and then I actually heard some real drum and bass, which is, I think it's Spore and Noisier back then. Those were like...
Yeah, that's real drum and bass, all right.
Real drum and bass, all right, that sort of stuff.
Real man music, yeah.
Real man's music. And then all the lifted music stuff when they were their peak, I guess. That was my jam.
Yeah. Those... they sort of led the way for the drum and bass podcast as well. That lifted music podcast was phenomenal. I think it ended up with it just being Chris Renegade getting drunk and shouting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine. You know, that's okay.
Is it still going?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it for a while. I guess Spore has got bigger things.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, he's got electros to make.
6 years ago.
Was that the last one was 6 years ago?
5 years ago, it says now.
That is a tragedy.
That makes me sad.
Yeah. Those first lifted releases, I've got a few of them back here. They were I remember just sort of like, okay, I need to really readdress some things in my life when I heard those. That first one, and then we levitate, I think, and dirge, and knock you down, and whoo, mama.
The ones where they all did these super collaborations, like him and Spore, and it was like you and Evil Intent.
Yeah.
And
Apex,
then, Apex as well, yeah.
Yeah, God, they were quite something. I put a night on in Brighton, which was all of them. I think it was only Gigantor from Evil Intent that was over for the tour, and it was the whole lifted lineup, and it was ridiculous. Like, sold out before the show, and a load of people turned up at the beginning, and they were like, the bouncers wouldn't let people with tracksuit bottoms on. It's great for wouldn't let them come in because drum and bass night, apparently you're not allowed to let people with tracky bottoms in. So a load of people had to get taxis to the 24-hour Asda, where there was a Georgia Asda, to buy jeans to get back in. People had come from other countries for this thing. It was the first time there'd ever been the full lineup.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, like, Chris was like, I can't believe we didn't fill the club. What was wrong with that? It's like, no, we filled the club. The club was like over capacity, but everyone was packed so tightly in front of the decks. Like, literally, it was about to reach critical mass, that there was all this like empty space at the back because everyone would just force themselves forward into this ridiculous sardine situation where no one could even really dance. It was just like, it was a little bit like, did you see that Penguin Dynasty documentary?
No, I don't think so.
New David Attenborough one about penguins. But basically, to keep warm, they all just huddle in this mass and sort of huddle around in a circle. And it was kind of like that, really. But with more pengers. I don't know. Maybe those penguins are on drugs. I'm not sure.
Oh, God, yeah.
Wouldn't put it past them.
That sounds amazing to me, though. That sounds like some sort of historical, time.
Maybe, yeah. It was a lot of fun, and Jake E1 was he was very drunk by the end. It was good times. There was
some shenanigans.
Yeah, there was
shenanigans.
Yeah, and then everyone to the Volks afterwards. Oh, great days.
Yes, as always.
Yeah. What shows have you got coming up? What can people watch out for?
I need to look at my calendar. I'm really bad at posting my stuff online as well. I'm just bad at social media in general. But
don't you know that you have to be a social media expert as well as a producer now? And
apparently
a DJ?
so,
Yep.
which I think is why I'm not relevant anymore.
And you need a winning personality, and you need to be a YouTuber.
Rockstar 24/7.
An entrepreneur.
Well, people have these like managers now for their social media teams, like telling them what they should and shouldn't post nowadays.
Yeah. I can't think of
And
anything more irritating than having that. But because they just say, no, you don't post that. No, don't. Look, why do you have to use such coarse language? No, don't. No, let's just water this down. Why are you making blowjob references in this? No, don't. Stop winding up the vegans. No, don't do it.
Just stop it already.
Just be nice. Come on, let's go and make some more dubstep. No, look, come on.
Hold on, right? So on the 15th, on Saturday, sorry, I'm playing in Toulouse for the Quiet Office, which is Le Bikini. It's a big critical show, which would be cool.
Such a good club. That's one of my favourite clubs.
It's just a giant studio. That's like, same. It's in my top 3, I think.
Yeah.
It's the perfect reference, I think, for when you're playing new tunes out as well, because it's usually sounds exactly like how you've mixed it, which is nice because usually I make new mixes, play them out, and then think I should just not do this anymore. I'm just terrible. But then you play it in a club like that where it's actually quite accurate and you can really tell what you're doing. It's a good reference. So.
Yeah. What I like to do if I'm going to play something new of mine is to make sure that the tune I played before, I just notch some of the EQ out, just like turn the mid-range right down or something, make sure it's a little bit quieter, really screw over whoever's tune that was, and then blast mine in a couple of dB louder. It's like, go on! Really making up for my lack of talent.
Yeah. We've all done it. We've all been there.
It's funny how everyone feels the same. It's the worst is when you're actually making, like, if you're doing a mix, like in Ableton or something, like to put up online or whatever, and then like you put your tune next to like actually really have it in there next to other people's. And it's like, I'm gonna forget it, then I just won't bother.
It's
fine,
and then by the end of the mix, the gain is just sort of slowly creeping up, so it's just going more and more this way.
Yeah, that's the vibe. Oh dear. Right, listen, mate. I'm gonna let you get on. Maybe you can go back to bed if you want.
I might do.
That's fine. That's the life. That's the life you've chosen as a producer. You can just go to bed in the middle of the day. Well,
this would have just been an odd dream that I had.
Yeah.
When I got back to bed.
Lobsters.
But no.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank
me
you
too.
for having me on.
Yeah, of course. Next time you're in London, come in and we'll have some drinks and do a live podcast. It'll be fun.
Do a real face with mouth words and such. Yes, that'd be great.
Real talk. I'll try and do one of those sort of gotcha interviews where I sort of try and force you to take like really controversial political opinions and stuff, and then really harass you for it. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That's great.
I don't think that goes on enough in drum and bass.
I think there's a reason for that. I mean,
yeah.
Stick to Twitter beef, I think.
Oh God, I would say since blocking the timeline on Twitter and on Facebook, my anxiety levels have just dropped by about 50%.
What's this? What?
Yeah, you can get a Chrome plugin that will block the news feed for Facebook and for Twitter. So you just don't see any of it.
Oh, I need that.
Yeah, chess, not checkers.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Well, if there's anything I've taken from this, it is this
life
plugin.
hack.
Yeah, this extension.
Yes, I hope people listening in the chat as well can really take that on board. Yeah. Right, look, dude, thank you for coming on. I will speak to you soon. Keep rolling out the shoe throwers. You're doing a fine job. I think I speak for everyone listening. Well done. Good boy.
Thank you. Okay, goodbye with you, and thank you again. It's been lovely. Bye.
Mr. Emperor there. What a fine, upstanding member of the drum and bass community. A good lobster, a man of meaning. So here is Legion off the Box Cutter EP. Oh, fine bloody shoe throw if ever I heard one. Let's sort this camera out. What's going on here? It's a bit better, isn't it? If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're listening, please do. The show is live at 10 AM every morning. You can listen to my old shows with guests like The Panacea, Thrasher, Counter-Strike, Inside Info, Posse, and all other good boys and good girls. Just got an email from Paul Inside Info of a new tune of his that is out on Friday. Play that in a bit. I haven't heard it. But I trust him, you know? I trust him not to send me any guff. So, yeah, we'll roll that in a minute. This is Legion by Emperor of his new Box Cutter EP, but I'm sure you already know that. Remember, you can get these shows as a podcast. Just search Coffee and Memes in your podcast app of choice. Well, we got 15 minutes of the show left, so let's see what ridiculous news stories have been plaguing the internet. What have we got? Lad Bible, don't fail me now. Nun stole 500 grand from Catholic school to go gambling in Vegas. Woo! Thank you. 2 nuns have admitted to stealing $500,000 from a Catholic school to go gambling in Vegas. Wow, they're out of control. The St. James Catholic School in Torrance, California, announced last week that nuns Sister Margaret and Sister Lana were involved in the personal use of a substantial amount of school funds. They're just your cheeky renegade nuns. Krupa and Chang, Margaret and Lana were former employees of the school. Margaret, the principal, who had worked at the school for 28 years, and Lana, a teacher. Authorities have been tipped off about the sisters' alleged thieving after the church performed a routine audit ahead of her retirement. Oh dear. They've both reportedly been telling parents the school was operating on a shoestring budget, but an attorney for the school claimed that instead the nuns had blown some of the money while they were living it up in Vegas on gambling trips.
Smoke weed every day.
We do know that they had a pattern of going on trips. We do know they had a pattern of going to casinos, and the reality is they used the account as their personal account. I wonder if they won or if they were just on a mad losing streak and trying to win it all back. Krupa retired in June after 28 years as principal. The Monsignor, Michael Myers, not that one, said she had... What's a Monsignor? Monsieur. Oh, the Monsieur. The Monsieur Michael Myers, not that one, said she had grown very nervous and anxious about the audit and had asked the staff to alter some of the records. The audit raised several red flags and of checks being cashed into different accounts, according to the Director of Media Relations. Anyway, they're wild. They're out of control. They need stopping. No charges will be filed. Wow, they got away with it. Good for them. I mean, I guess God forgives, doesn't it? It, he, she. Oh, God, sorry, God is non-gender specific according to the Archbishop of Canterbury. God forgives, doesn't they? I wish them the best. I want to go partying. I want to go to Vegas with these gals. I think they're all right. They look like a lot of fun. They look hilarious. I mean, they look like your sort of archetypal old nuns, really. God bless them. And I'm sure God will. I feel like when they die and they get up to heaven, St. Peter's going to be there at the pearly gates, dishing out holy pingers to people as they come in. It's going to be like, oh, you two, you are silly, aren't you? You should be gambling away all the church money, going to Vegas and getting out of your minds on, bloody the karate powder and whoring, going and getting Vegas whores. You wild nuns, you crazy wild nuns. But you can't, I don't know, you can't be angry at a nun for long, can you? When they're out being, doing wild stuff in Vegas or partying. Partying nuns, that's what stuff's all about, isn't it? Bless them. God bless them. What else have we got? Mum cancels baby shower after people mock unborn son's name. All right, buckle up for this one. A mum-to-be cancelled her baby shower because her fake-ass family had been taking the piss out of the name she'd chosen for her unborn child. However, not only did she scrap the shindig, but she also went in hard on the haters. Super hard.
It's appalling.
Also lashing out at people with boring names. A screenshot of the unnamed woman's online rant was published on Reddit on Saturday, where thousands of people have joined the debate. Addressing her post to members of the Squire Sebastian Senator baby shower. That's right. The unborn child is called Squire Sebastian Senator. And that is just the first name. That's not his full name. That is just his first name. It's a triple-barreled first name. People out here giving kids triple-barreled first names. It's 2018. This shit is real. This is a thing. This is happening. Addressing her post to members of the Squire Sebastian Senator baby shower, the woman wrote, "It brings me pain. Howie, it brings me pain to have to tell you this, but I'm cancelling the event. I will text you soon if you're invited to my smaller, more inclusive party. At least there will be no one there to judge me. Why? Why am I doing this? Because all of y'all been talking shit about me unborn baby. Talking shit on me unborn child. How can you judge an unborn child? Now, what's wrong with you, Howie? To this, frankly, my family and friends are treating me like total shit and that, absolute shite. They've spread rumours and lies about my child. No, I'm not crazy. I'm not mentally unstable and that. I'm not drunk or something. I'm just going to name in my child. His name's Squire Sebastian Senator and that. And that's that. You can't force me to change it and that. It's a name that God wanted us to give him and that. No, it's not his full name. It's just his first name and that. And that's how it's going to be. That's how I fucking roll in that. No, I will not be allowed to have a nickname and that. You have to call him by his first full fucking name and that. I know it's triple powered in that, Howie. I never knew my family could be so judgmental. We come from a long-lasting family of both squires and senators. If you look back in our family tree, the survival of the clan is literally rooted in squiredom. We're all related to senators too. The name conveys power, it conveys wealth, it conveys success. Then there's just a load of HTML code that Lad Bible have just stuck in, I guess for a bit of fun. And then, because going in on the family clearly wasn't enough, the woman decided to slam several other boring names. Probably, in turn, pissing off quite a large chunk of the population as well. She continued, "My baby's name will be a revolution and that, like, it will push people to question everything." No, push people to question your sanity, love. Why name your baby something boring and overdone like Joshua Bryan, Sam, Nick, Mark, Bella Marino or something? Why can't you just name something special in that, like... Squire Sebastian Senator will be powerful. He'll live a powerful, wholesome life. Fuck you all, fake-ass family. Wow, you won't get to be part of my baby's life. And it's because you are judging him. They're not really judging the baby, are they? They're judging your choice of name. That baby has to grow up with that name. Like, you know, like I say, take it from someone who's grown up with the name Willy Wankin. Like, a bad name can... look... If I had a normal name, maybe I'd be Martin Garrix right now. Maybe I'd be the best DJ in the world. Like, yeah, I am saying it's my parents' fault that I've not done better. I'm just putting it out there, Mum and Dad. Naturally, the Reddit community wasn't going to let this go without a debate. One person commented, "No one's talking shit about your unborn baby. They're talking shit about your poor naming choices." Here, here, here.
Lobsters.
Another person added, "I'll say the same thing I'd tell any friend who gets pregnant. Before you settle on a name, imagine growing up with it yourself." She responded, "Fuck you all. I hate you. I hope you all die." Something along those lines anyway. Hey, look, let's play this new inside info bit then. I'm excited. I'm keen. I'm hyped. I'm ready for it. Let's. It's called Lost It. It's out on Friday on Paul's label. And I'm keen. Don't let me down, mate. Imagine if it was just this for like 6 minutes. We're like, I don't know, it'll come in soon. Yeah, that's a bit naughty, isn't it? That's a little bit rascal. Some definite modular going on in that. That is a lovely bit of gear. That's Lost It by Inside Info. It's out on Friday. And that's a world exclusive on Coffee and Memes. I can't confirm that. That could be fake news. World exclusive. Memes. Inside Info. Lost It. Yeah, I'm keen. I'm keen on that. Yeah, I'm sold on it. Fine, I'll have, what is it, 4 for £1? Yeah, I'll have it. Done. Do it. Done. Fine. Okay, I'll leave you with this. Breatharian, buckle up, says he survives on air, sunlight, and the occasional mint. Okay, right. A Breatharian pizza delivery man, all right, the plot thickens, claims that he gets all the nutrients he needs from air and can survive on just 100 calories a week. Kai Ho, 28, says he has never felt hunger and food has never appealed to him. Kai is a liar. I put Kai into the same category as that matey, well, all the time travellers off that Apex TV YouTube channel. They're all liars. They're lying. They're lying. He claims his commitment to breatharianism is a Hindu form of meditation. Over the past 4 years, it's enabled him to give up food for 3 months at a time, only eating mints to stop the bitter taste in his mouth. I mean, you can go for a decent amount of time on just water, but he's only it says he's. I mean, if he was really, really fat, like really fat, they did do a trial of a very ridiculously obese person. I think they were like in the sort of 350 pounds plus range, and in a hospital under medical supervision. Add him in there, and all he had was water and vitamin pills, vitamin supplements. And he had no food for a year and lost some, staggering amount of weight. But it's no, it's not, you can't do it on just a mint. He's lying. It's an outrage.
It's appalling.
The delivery man, who weighs a healthy 13 stone, says he's never been happier or healthier. I've never really felt hunger and never took much interest in food as a child. My mum was always worried about me and still is. Yeah, I bet. You need professional help. She often cooks for me and I have to tell her not to bother us. I won't touch it. I could never really embrace the state of consciousness that I was after until about 4 years ago when it became more serious. Before that, I was maybe eating every 3 to 4 days. But now I can go months without food or water. Okay. All right. Months without water, yeah? Good luck. Prove it. Yeah, prove it. Come on, do it do it under medical supervision. Prove how long you can go without water, buddy. Your breatharian, my foot. Before I would have a mint. I would only have a mint to take away the bitter taste in my mouth. It's an amazing feeling. I'm fully conscious of my mind, and I've never felt so great. I'm fully aware of my surroundings. People think I'm crazy, but incredible at the same time. People think you're a liar, mate, I think is what's going on here. And they're just humouring you because they think you're like some sort of ticking time bomb that's going to explode if you get riled. Kai from Birkenhead, Liverpool, claims he gathers his nutrients from the sunlight around him. Oh, he's a plant, is he? Photosynthesis, that's how you get your nutrition, is it? And that he can take in the moisture he needs from the air. Breatharianism is a belief that it is possible for a person to live without consuming food or water. He's a danger. He's a menace. Don't leave your children alone with him. Kai says he only eats small amounts of food. Okay, so you do eat small amounts of food, yeah? And a little water. Oh, okay, so I think a little bit more pressing. You're like, all right, yeah, I eat 1 meal a day. Yeah, I had snack, obviously, in between meals. Yeah, sure. But, I don't eat any food apart from the food that I eat. And I drink no water at all, apart from, the 3 or 4 glasses of water that I have every day. He says that he only eats small amounts of food and a little water while mainly surviving on mints or chewing gum for a fresh taste. I reckon this is some sort of elaborate ruse after he's been caught eating the pizzas that he's delivering. They're like, Hey, listen, Kai. 3 people have rung up to complain now that there have been slices missing from their pizza. You can't do that. No, I didn't. I didn't eat them. Well, you were the only person who had them, so it must have been you. No, I didn't eat them. I don't eat anything. I don't eat. You don't eat. Yeah. I'm a breatharian. We don't eat anything. And don't have a go at me, or you're racist against breatharians. You're going to need to come to a disciplinary. No, don't. I don't eat. I've never eaten. I've never eaten in my life. It made me feel very aware of my surroundings, and so awake I often struggle to sleep. I suffer from pain with a liver problem, and that's gone away thanks to meditation and fasting. Well, fasting can be good for all manner of things, but I just don't believe you can go for 3 months without water. That's just a lie, isn't it? I now know how to heal the human body internally and naturally from many major diseases. Well, you're going to share that information with the world? Yeah? Well, kiddies are dying in hospitals? You twat. Kai says if he was to meet the love of his life, he would at least give a romantic meal a try. He says, it's a miracle that you can live this way, but I'm living proof. His Fool's Rush by Trey to play us out. I put people like him in the same category as like psychics and stuff. Like he'll be selling something. He'll be selling a book.
They say a man who represents himself as a fool for a client. Well, with God as my witness, I am that fool.
Lobsters.
That is an absolute monster of a tune. Damn! I've been sleeping on that. I've had it in the playlist for a while, but like, whoo, mama! Try, you bad motherfucker. Jesus. I would struggle to imagine that something's going to usurp that for Shoe Thrower of the Week. Christ, that's Fool's Rush by Trey. Some Viper. Fucking Nora. Fuck my old boots. Jesus. Right, this leaves me time to shout out the VIP list. It's a list of bad motherfuckers that are supporting Coffee Memes and Threshold.fm as a whole on Patreon. And they get shouted out every show as such. It's Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthieu Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Zara Pickle, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, and John Finnison. Thank you kindly for your support. You are wonderful humans. Everyone who listens to this show is a wonderful human. They're a wonderful lobster. They're all bad motherfuckers. Hey, look, we still got about half of these are gone. These are beautiful. I'd rather be double dropping the 9 mugs with the Threshold.fm Church of the Shoe Thrower on the other side. They're a tenner, and you can get them at Threshold.fm/store. There is a link in the YouTube video, or just go to the website. You'll find it. And yeah, about 25 of those are left. So get in quick. They'll probably be gone by the end of the weekend, something like that. There's only 50 of them. So yeah, look, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Rankin Radio should be tonight. It was supposed to be last night, but Jim was too big, too strong, too cruel, too powerful. So we had to move it to tonight. 7:30, be on Threshold.fm and on the Rankin Radio Facebook page. And then tomorrow, I'll be back at 10 a.m. Of course, there'll be Rankin's Records in the afternoon. And Friday, show as normal, as far as I know. Sure, fine, sure. No deal Brexit. Second referendum. WTO rules. Who fucking knows? Anyway, I love you all. You have fun. I'll see you later. Goodbye.